Surf from 17 once again, bringing you the last section of Last Train from Explosion Town in my Bulletstorm very hard difficulty video walkthrough. And the first thing you want to do here is, I've backed up to this part of the train because it gives you the longest distance away from their attacks. So in theory, you should take less damage over time, I thought, but it doesn't work as well as I thought it would. The only other alternative is to crouch near the steps and near those corners where those metal plates are to try and use them as a little bit of cover. And I often found that they are good cover sometimes, but at other times you'll get absolutely raped from them vantage points, so be very careful. But if you shoot the jeeps like I'm doing now, and you get them ahead of time, before they get close enough to really do any proper damage, you shouldn't have any problems with the first part of this area. But the second part of this is absolute bullshit. When I did my first run on very hard, which is the difficulty I started the game on when I got it yesterday, I died here about 10 times because I just couldn't find any cover. There was no cover to shield from the enemies that they throw at you, and I found it really frustrating. And I managed to get this recording run done in just 2 tries, and I run over here, and then I crouch behind this metal plate here. And the first thing you need to do on this section is to try and blow up as many enemies on that cart in front as you can, because they're an absolute fucking nuisance. They will kill you very quickly while the flying things are trying to kill you, and you can literally die at any time and it's not even your fault because there's no you can really do. And it's just annoying. But if you sit behind here, you're generally guarded from their attacks, and you can use your leash on the flying dudes. And if you time it right, you can blow them up in one hit. If you fuck it up though, it will do damage, so be very careful. And if you die a lot on this section, don't be disheartened, because this is one of those bits where the game testers clearly didn't test it enough to make sure it was completely balanced, because I had runs where I would literally die before I even knew where I was, because I was just getting tagged from so many angles. And I didn't think it was fair, and I didn't think it was fun, so this is the first truly bullshit moment. And I would just say stick with it, don't get too angry, because it's just one of those things, and there's no other moments really that are as bad as this one for just being completely bad for cover. Because if you don't get cover in this game, you die. It's as simple as that. And as soon as the destroy the gyrocopters objective comes up, it means that you've done it, your life should regenerate, and I think you get a checkpoint, so the rest of this level is pretty simple. All you have to do is shoot everything that comes your way that's an enemy, shoot a couple of barrels that's going to blow that big wheel off the path it's coming now, and this enemy now is going to fire these little torpedoes at you. They don't look like torpedoes, they look like puppet mines or something daft, or whatever they're called, that submarines use, but it fires them, they go along the ground, you have to shoot them. If you don't, I assume it's really bad for this train platform, because in the bottom left of the screen the train does have life. I've never actually failed with the train taking too much damage. It's always been me die rather than the train, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. And as you've just seen, that big red barrel is what you have to shoot later on in this level to send the wheel off on a different course. But there it is. The game tells you what to do, so don't worry about being unprepared for this kind of thing. It's very intuitive like that. And just make sure you kill the gyrocopters before they do any real damage, because they can hit you from a ton of range and they're just a bloody nuisance. The difficult part of this level is done now, so if you've got to this part you don't have to worry whatsoever, because there isn't another difficult section of this game for quite some time, unless you get unlucky with how you play or how much ammo you've got. And I bummed the robot dude for a couple of seconds there, just through sheer boredom of wanting to carry on. And then if you look over there, there's going to be another one of these barges, or whatever they are, these monorail systems that pulls up at the side of you. So if you stand across here near the engine, you should be able to get significant cover, and it's just a case of blowing up all the propane tanks on that to try and kill as many dudes as you can, and use this for cover to get your life back, and just use the minigun. And this is the only time of the game where the minigun doesn't waste battery for some reason. This seems to be a super minigun, and I wish you got this more often, because the battery concept is bullshit. I really don't like it. Anyhow, we're coming to the end of this video, guys, so thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you in the next chapter. Or will I? I've left this on because this is something I came across when I was doing this recording, and this is at the start of chapter 2. I actually had to restart the level because this broke. Watch this. I go over to try and press the button, I realise he's teleported beneath me and pushed me into Glitch World. And right now, I can't move, I can't get down, and it never happened to me the first time through, and it happened twice to me when I tried to record this guide, so don't go anywhere near that console before he activates it, or you'll have to restart. But look at that shit.